It's been a while since I've read a fan fiction that legitimately I enjoy, that I look forward to every new release of going forward. Genuinely, there are very few fan fictions that make me realize that that setting actually works pretty fucking well. And this is no different. The Mage and the Engineer is a Harry Potter x Valkyrie Chronicle crossover fanfiction. And legitimately fucking works! And I don't know why no one has thought of this, but holy shit, this is actually kind of fucking awesome. Okay, so what is the setup here? The setup is basically MacGuffin 1 somehow gets some people transported to the Valkyrie Chronicles at the start of the fucking war. I.e., the Valkyrie Chronicles game, where Wilkins and his sister have to go with Alicia into the tank to basically get the fuck out. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, how does that pertain to this, to Harry Potter? Well, Harry, Hermione, and McGonagall, of course, are transported to the village where Wilkins is, and get caught up in this. And Harry becomes a tank gunner. Hermione, part of intelligence, and McGonagall working off somewhere over here. Basically speaking, Harry Potter, the boy himself, ends up as a gunner for the tank. And is damn good at his job. As in, he is a hell of a gunner who is basically lifted to tank ace status. It even says later on in the fucking fic that his kill count, the tank's kill count, is probably somewhere in the triple digits. And I'll be honest, I can kind of see that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Why do I love this story so much? It's because that it does legitimately work. This is a world currently in basically World War II. And the British very much so know World War II. And the fact that they understand what's happening and know strategy from that time period, a la Hermione, basically does their best. Going through this war, making friendships, Harry revealing some of his past to the people around them who really want a good, talking with his relatives, and much more. And I mean this. Hell, it gets to the point where when they actually do meet a Valkyrie, well, I'm getting ahead of myself again, they do get more people as they go along. Among them are more people, including Luna, Draco, and even Neville, who are in the basically their transport. Next comes, of course, the Weasley family, minus Ron. And by God, the twins, George and Fred, are now a part of the research and development group. And let me tell you now, with them there, all hell's gonna break loose. Like, they are just gonna make a lot of good weapons. But it gets better, because during this story, a relationship is built between Wilkins' sister and Harry. And I'll be honest, I loved it. I do love it. I love the fact that Harry is finally happy. Yes, a war's going on, and believe me, they are fucking running from foxhole to foxhole, and them in the tank trying not to get blown the fuck up. But you gotta admit, when reading the story, Harry's development as a character and a relationship between him and her works. It legitimately does. And I fucking love it. Not only that, but Hermione as a character is also done very fucking well. She shows that intelligence, all the books she's read, is being put to good use here as a military strategist and an intelligence officer. Even later on, when put the rank of colonel and part of strategic command, while yes, having to butt head with the old aristocrats and even going as far as to tell them that if they don't want to win this fucking war, get the fuck out of this room, they fucking shut up and listen to her. And dear God, I love it. McGonagall, I kind of forgot what she does, and honestly, I'm honestly, yeah. But a big thing is that when finally they get enough wizards in there, which this is actually kind of cool, when they get enough wizards, they become a part of a new air unit, i.e. Gallia's new air corps. But when the powers are discovered, it's done in a very fucking amazing way. Because when the Valkyrie from the Empire is finally showed up, Harry uses his magic, which shocks the fuck out of everyone. For good fucking reason, of course. I mean, hell, they're basically going originally with fucking retro M1 Garands, magazine feds, and all that good shit. And up and comes fucking abracadabra, bitch! And just a big magical battle ensues, pushing the Valkyrie to her fucking limits and even defeats her, causing her to be on a retreat. Harry is then swept up and is trying to be pulled from the Gallian militia to the Gallian main army. Harry, using his magic once again, no longer needing to hide it, basically tells them, fuck you guys, I'm sticking with these motherfuckers because you motherfuckers ain't doing goddamn shit except sitting on your fucking asses while we do all the goddamn work and fucking reaping all the rewards that we fucking earned for you motherfuckers. So fuck you.
To the meat, jerk-off. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Quit being part of the fucking problem and put the other guy back on.
And no short order, of course. For anyone who has been, of course, that person who has had to deal with main army stupidity, sound off in the comments section. My father had to deal with that shit as a staff sergeant for 29 fucking years of his life in the army. Then comes the attempted coup, or at least what I like to call an attempted coup, because kidnapping a princess and forcing the throne to be abdicated to the motherfucker in charge basically is a coup in my mind. Harry, of course, using his powers, which now he can read minds passively. Dude must have rolled a nat 20 on that stat when he made his character sheet. Basically finds out about the attempted kidnapping and coup. Stops it, gets given the Medal of Honor along with his girlfriend, and sent off to a villa for the weekend, for the 4 days to basically relax. And don't worry, folks, he's a gentleman. He really is. He is a gentleman and does not do anything to Miss Gunther. His girlfriend, of course. Who even has to be that assertive force. Like, that timid girl actually being more assertive towards her boyfriend. Having to remind him that she needs him to be the assertive one, not her. And, again, it is... oh my god, it's actually really good. But then there's a hint that something is going on within the Empire. There's some rumbling, some darkness going on at the end of the latest chapter. And if it's basically Dumbledore or Death Eaters basically doing this shit, then by all means, I can fucking see that. Because let's face it, if he's going the Dumbledore bashing route, which, again, a lot of Dumbledore's decisions in the movies and books are kind of questionable at best, then, by all means, he can basically have it to where he's attempting to assert his own fucking power into this. Hell, if it's goddamn Voldemort, he could see the World War II scenario going on and immediately think he could end this shit. He could rule this world better than the others. But, again, it's one of those things of either and or both make good villains in their own right. One trying to do everything in the name of the greater good.
Of course!
So help me God. The next person who uses that as an excuse for all the shit they've done to a character gets a colonoscopy via 12-gauge buckshot! But in all seriousness, though, this story, The Mage and the Engineer, is legitimately great. Hell, this author has done other military-themed Harry Potter fanfictions, including one where it's basically Azur Lane. And apparently his grandfather was a part of the project like that during World War II, and apparently he's the new commander, and it's a short one, but my god, it could have been longer, and he could have made it fucking longer. It legitimately is good. This one, I do hope we get to see the theaters of war in this. I do hope we get to see more of what's going on. Maybe the worlds merge. Maybe something happens here. Again, there are so many fucking ways this could go, and so many good ways this could happen, that legitimately, this author, take your fucking time with it, okay? I never say that a lot, and I usually don't, because I believe every author should go at their own pace, what they're comfortable with. But for you, my guy, who may be watching this, to the author, take your time with this. Do not fucking overbake this motherfucker. Let it simmer. Let it brew. Take your time. Because believe me, I'm fucking enjoying it. And if you somehow do one with fucking Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fallout, Mass Effect, which, great, there's a fucking pitch meeting video I need to do now. Or hell, even fucking Justice League? Marvel's overdone, fuck you. Or hell, even old pulp action heroes. Fuck! If you do one with a militaristic Harry Potter who does not like magical Britain for whatever reason and decides to raise some fucking hell, then by all means I'd fucking read that. Because my god, you have the talent. You have the touch. And no, I'm not playing the Stan Bush song because Jesus Christ, I don't want to get copyright claimed here. But, ladies and gentlemen, Mage and Engineer, pinned down below. Go read it. You will not be disappointed. As always, though, if you want to help support the channel, consider donating to the PayPal down below. It's folks like you that actually make a lot of what we do here possible. Hell, a lot of what's behind me is because of you guys. It's because of you guys that I'm able to Fallout theme my background now. It's because of you guys I now have a service rifle and assault carbine. It's because of you guys that I'm able to do what I love, and that is, of course, making videos to entertain you, the masses. So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've been Airsoft Al, that common man's airsofter who does media reviews because YouTube does not like the Second Amendment. And remember, if you get transported to another world that's World War II or World War I, use your knowledge of history to help that nation, if it's a good nation, to either undermine that nation and get it to be defeated, or to help that nation win the war. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking for that perfect game for your gaming console? Video Game Corner is the largest independently owned video gaming store in North Mississippi, located at 1519 Highway 72 in Corinth. We are an authorized limited-run retail store and have a massive collection of retro games and game systems, and also plush toys and collectibles. We also pay top dollar for your used video games. Check them out Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visit Video Game Corner in Corinth.